Today we're going back in time, and this is going to be a new series where we go over every single Raw episode there is. Eventually, maybe, if we get that far. There's a lot of Raw episodes. We're also going to be doing SmackDown, but today is going to be Raw. First ever Raw. January 11th of 1993. First ever episode. We get the opening moments. The opening moments, the show kicks off. It's super gritty. It's a street level of the whole arena. It's kind of crazy. The arena isn't even that big. It just kind of looks like a little ballroom arena or something of that sort, like a theater arena. Vince McMahon is there, Randy Savage is there, and also Rob Bartlett is there, welcoming the viewers to the first ever episode of Raw. And then chaos pretty much begins immediately. We get a scene showing that Bobby the Brain Heenan is actually locked out of the building, and he is trying to get inside. And he's pretty much going to spend the whole entire show trying to get inside. Match number 1. Yokozuna versus Koko. This is pretty much just a squash match. Yokozuna literally picks up the win in like 3 or 4 minutes. At this moment, Yokozuna is this big old monster and he is unstoppable. So why not just start off with a squash match? Now, after this match, we get a little segment with Doink the Clown. And you're going to see that Doink the Clown is going to be in this episode quite a lot. Not actually in matches, but he's going to be doing little segments like this on the side. He's spotted lurking in the crowd, and the commentary team is constantly referencing Doink the Clown being there. At this time, Doink was kind of, creepy and unpredictable, so yeah, the crowd was eating that shit up. Match number 2, the Steiner Brothers versus the Executioners. The Executioners look like complete shit. I'm not even going to lie to you. They didn't look menacing at all. I get it. It was, the early 90s. Gimmicks were working here and there, and you can have some crazy over-the-top gimmicks, but the Executioners, they weren't executing. 3-minute match, yet again. The Steiner Brothers pick up the victory pretty easily here. I mean, they were just shown with like pure strength and pure chaos. The Steiner Brothers were unstoppable. And then we get an interview with none other than Razor Ramon in his upcoming match for the WWF Championship. And he's targeting none other than Bret Hart for this championship. Something about Razor Ramon, just super cool, cocky, confident. The guy fucking worked. One of the best gimmicks that we've ever seen. Especially during this time, the guy was a macho man. Machismo. Super huge charisma from Razor Ramon, and I mean, he's a crowd favorite for a reason. Then we get another segment with Bobby the Brain Heenan falling, and then he tries multiple times to disguise himself and get into the building, and they're not allowing him. Each attempt is pretty much a fail. And this is going to become one of the first ever gags on Monday Night Raw. This episode goes a lot into comedy as well. Comedy always gets the crowd's engagement. Match number 3, Shawn Michaels versus none other than Max Moon. Max Moon is straight out of Mega Man. This is like a fucking crazy looking character. I'm not going to lie. Whoever did the costume design did wonderful. He looks badass. Shawn Michaels, the champion. He defends the Intercontinental Championship. He wins. And this match actually went on for almost 11 minutes. One of the longest matches of the whole night. Actually, the longest match of the whole night. Probably the only match that's an actual competition. And then Doink the Clown appears yet again, laughing into the camera mid-match. And then we get Kamala turning babyface. It's subtle, but it was important. And next up is the main event. We have The Undertaker and Damien Demento. Damien Demento has one of the craziest haircuts I've ever seen. But they're both supposed to be these spooky, out of this world characters. And guess what? The match lasted 2 minutes. 2 minutes and 26 seconds, to be exact. But it was perfect for the main event. They were just super dark and eerie, and the crowd loved it. Vince McMahon finally interviews Doink the Clown in the ring. Doink is just bizarre and unsettling, and the crowd is like super weirded out by him. And then Crush interrupts him. And then the show ends. Total confusion, and you have to tune in into next week to see what's going to happen. But wait, not until we show Bobby the Brain Heenan one more time trying to get into the building, finally succeeds. Yes, at the end, he succeeds. And then he realizes the show is over, and that's the only reason they let him in. So he didn't really do shit right there. First ever episode of Raw is down. I'll see you next time on the second episode.